Working of transaxle. Transaxle is required to smoothly connect and disconnect engine from driving wheels at different speeds. It's a power output control mechanism. In this module, we are going to watch the working of a TR200 transaxle fitted both in diesel and petrol versions of Mahindra KUV 100. In KUV 100, the gear shifter is on the instrument panel. It has 5 forward gears and a reverse gear. To know the working of a transaxle, it is essential to understand its major components. This is a gear shifting lever. Gear shifting positions are engraved on the gear shifting knob. This gear shifting unit is linked to a gear shifting tower with the help of a gear shifter cable and a gear selector cable. This is a front housing. This is a transaxle housing. This is a transaxle housing cover. This is a gear shifting tower. Reverse switch gives input to EMS ECU when the reverse is engaged. Vehicle speed sensor measures RPM. And GNS sensor on the top senses gear engagement or disengagement. There are two halves of drive shaft to transmit power to the wheels. This is an engine. Let us have a look at this schematic diagram to know the flow of motive power generated by the engine. A transaxle, an engine, a front housing, a transaxle housing, a transaxle housing cover, drive shaft, wheels, gear shift tower, select and shift cables and gear lever. Inside the transaxle, the input shaft, the counter shaft and the differential case assembly. The input shaft takes power from the engine. Seen from the driver side, it rotates clockwise. It transmits the power to the countershaft gear assembly. Countershaft transmits power to the differential case assembly, and finally, the power is transmitted to the wheels of the vehicle. Let us take a cut section to understand the direction of the rotating shafts. Since we are watching from the co-driver side, the input shaft rotates anti-clockwise, the counter shaft rotates clockwise, and the differential or wheel rotates anti-clockwise. We have seen the outer components. It is essential to know the sub-assemblies of transaxle, elaborating especially the gears on each shaft. Watch the input shaft assembly. Remember, all the gears on the input shafts are drive gears. This is the input shaft. This is a second gear, first gear and reverse gear fitted on the input shaft. This is a fifth drive gear, a fourth drive gear and a third drive gear. This is a synchro assembly for fifth gear. This is a synchro assembly for third and fourth gear, and these are bearings in between. Now see the countershaft gear assembly. Remember, all the gears on countershaft are driven gears. This is a press-fitted third driven gear. This is a press-fitted fourth driven gear. And this is a fifth driven gear. This is a second driven gear and a first driven gear. This is a synchro assembly for first and second gear. And these are bearings in between. Differential case assembly transmits the motion to the wheel with the help of a drive shaft. And finally, this is an idler shaft with the reverse idler gear. So these are the components inside the transaxle. Working of TR200 transaxle. Now we'll see the working of the transaxle step by step from gear shifting mechanism to gear rotation. Let us watch how shift and select cables are operated with the gear shifting. When we change the gear shift lever position, the mechanism pulls and pushes the selection cable and shift cable simultaneously. At the gear shifting tower end, we can clearly see the pulling and pushing operations of these cables. To understand the operations at gear shift tower, let us remove few parts of the assembly. Watch out this area of gear shifting tower. This is a neutral position. For optical clarity, we have removed the input shaft assembly and the idler gear assembly. We have also made the rails, fork and lever transparent. This is a neutral gear position. Shift fork is now shifting the synchro sleeve to lock the first driven gear. The first driven gear is engaged now. Back to neutral gear position. Shift fork is now shifting the synchro sleeve to lock the second driven gear. The second driven gear is engaged now. Back to neutral gear position. Now countershaft gear assembly is removed and first second gear rail and corresponding fork, lever, etc. are made transparent. Shift fork is now shifting the synchro sleeve to lock the third drive gear. The third drive gear is engaged now. Back to neutral gear position. Shift fork is now shifting the synchro sleeve to lock the fourth drive gear. The fourth drive gear is engaged now. Back to neutral gear position. We will make this fork transparent and make fifth gear shift fork non-transparent. The shift fork is now shifting the synchro sleeve to lock fifth drive gear. The fifth drive gear is engaged now. Back to neutral gear position. Reverse shift lever is pushing the reverse idler gear towards reverse gear on the input shaft, and synchro sleeve on the counter shaft will rotate the shaft, which in turn will rotate the differential gear. Coming back to neutral gear position. Now that you have got an idea of the gear engagements, let us watch them in a running condition. Input shaft gets power from the engine and the shaft is rotating clockwise. Fixed gears and sleeves on the shaft are also rotating along with. You can observe that the floating gears on the counter shaft are also rotating, but the shaft is motionless. Moment the synchro sleeve gets associated with the first gear, the counter shaft starts rotating anti-clockwise and turns the differential gear clockwise. Coming back to neutral gear position, counter shaft stops rotating. The synchro sleeve engages with the second gear. The counter shaft starts rotating and turns the differential gear. Coming back to neutral gear position, counter shaft stops rotating. Let us observe the third and fourth gear shifting on input shaft assembly. The fork moves the synchro sleeve towards third drive gear. As soon as the third gear is engaged, the driven gear rotates countershaft anti-clockwise. Coming back to neutral gear position. The fork moves the synchro sleeve towards fourth drive gear. As soon as the fourth gear is engaged, the driven gear rotates countershaft. Back to neutral gear position. Now observe the extreme right side synchro is getting engaged with fifth gear. Side view gives us a clear idea of how the clockwise rotating input shaft rotates output shaft anti-clockwise, and finally output shaft rotates differential gear clockwise. Coming back to neutral gear position again. Watch the lever pushing the idler gear to mesh with reverse gear on input shaft. Input shaft gives anti-clockwise rotation to the idler gear, and idler gear gives clockwise rotation to the first and second sleeve, that is counter shaft, and finally anti-clockwise rotation to the differential gear. Drive shaft hence rotate the vehicle wheels in reverse direction. Coming back to neutral gear position. Let us bring back the hidden and transparent parts back to the original assemblies. Working of Transaxle TR200 is created in-house by Mahindra Tech Hub.